This is night of the Facebook Lives here, and like clockwork, what really gets me is people think that somehow the narratives of today was the final straw. It's going to change everything. Québécois no better. Québécois separatists, which are in mass. I just finished the tour of northern Quebec. Massive separatists. You always got to be on the move. People always ask me, well, why are you always in a vehicle? Well, because I always got to be on the move. I'm never afforded the same luxury as everybody else to have free, unfettered internet rights on social media. Wow, getting hit hard tonight. And of course, I'm driving through town full bars, but apparently that's not enough. It never fails. The mentality, people all up in arms again. Final straw, this is it. Now Albertans are going to go. Let me tell you what happened today. Palestine, flag raised in Toronto. Oh yeah, Palestine independence. They won that right in Ottawa, basically to make fun of Alberta and the Quebec sovereigntists. Like I said, just came back from northern Quebec where I met mass amounts of separatists, real ones, not like an Anglo at all until I tell them who I am, what I'm doing. Then all of a sudden you get groves of people. Nothing I ever experienced in Alberta, but nonetheless, Albertans believe they have this under lock and key. However, the platform, and I tag CW, Alexander, and my friend Les as well too, and they ran with me in 2019. But that was under the United Nations Security Council that Trump just landed in clear majority. Putin on the phone with Netanyahu. Was Putin on the phone with any Alberta separatists? Was Xi Jinping? Was Keir Starmer? Was France? That lunatic Macron? Was he? The answer's no. And because you don't have that, and you've let that be thrown away by who? Daniel Smith's Alberta Prosperity Project. You're going to do this in the Canadian model under the Clarity Act. Ha, ha, ha. What a joke. Anyone believing that and that somehow this is going to happen? See ya, 1867, 1905. You might as well go back in time, and that's where you sit forever and a day. You'll never see independence in the Canadian model. Anyone telling you that is a fool, a village idiot. And I hate to say that, but it's always the same thing. Canada will never let you go. You cannot get out of Canada in a Canadian-led model. How you don't know that, how Albertans and in Groves don't know that is beyond me. Either you're a purposeful idiot, purposeful for the crown, or you're just another sucker born yesterday, low IQ. And I hate to say that, but it's always the same thing. I tag Benjamin Ebley in this because it's reality. Alberta, massive deficits. Massive. There's a crap ton coming your way. How is that even possible? How can you be worse off than $30 a barrel? It's your radical, out of control spending. Illinois and Texas have half the energy sales and output as the province of Alberta. And you know what? They're doing tremendously physically better than Alberta could ever hope for. Why is that? And don't tell me equalization and health transfers, that your federal taxes go in and you get nothing for it. Because Texas and Illinois are in the same boat. mass populations way beyond Alberta, and they carry a lion's share of the country, as does California too. A lot of people don't want to look at that, but that's the truth. And you never hear them bawl or baby about nothing, and yet their finances are fine. They have a hell of a lot less with a hell of a lot more people, and they're doing tremendously better than Alberta is. While it's very easy to determine why that is, they're fiscally responsible because they don't have a corrupt government at the federal and absolutely provincial level. This isn't shocking or anything other than reality, but yet people don't like to look at the truth. Look at the credit cards. We all know people like that, who two people have the same job. One has a nice house, a nice car, 3 kids. The other is broke, living in a rundown shanty, cars wrecked, doesn't even have as many kids as the other guy. Same job, same everything. But woe is them, somehow they can't manage a buck. And why? Because they got a wife or somebody or them with credit cards, with radical spending, always in debt, massive debt, can't even carry a budget. That's Alberta. It's a joke to all 50 states. There isn't a worse physical model of a U.S. state to compare to Alberta per capita. Alberta's by far the worst you could ever compare to the United States. I can't find a Democrat-run state with a worse financial situation than Alberta. What does that tell you? And remember what I told you. The federal contributions Alberta loses in Canada's federalism is no different for California, for Texas, or Illinois. They put in way more than they get back. And you don't hear them cry a peep. And yet, their financials look pretty good. Everyone's doing really well. And they're certainly at the state level not nearly debt loading at all in any realm of reality like Alberta. Not even remotely close per capita. Not even close. We can go to some pretty poor, resource poor, and poor states in the Union who are kicking Alberta's ass in fiscal responsibility. There's only one answer for that: corruption. Nobody addresses the fact that the Alberta government spends more per capita than anyone anywhere. It has nothing to show for it but debts and deficits. Can't balance a budget. Has runaway mass immigration like nowhere else in the world. And is the most fused with communist China. Your barrel of oil right now, as I drive, right now, is $40.26 to China. $40.26 to China. You give them a $5 perk. You send Aframax. You put it all through Trans Mountain to build their reserves to teach USA a lesson. USA doesn't want Alberta. In fact, they don't want any provinces. The only thing they will accept is Canada, the 51st state. And if you haven't figured out why that is, you should start reading constitutionalism for real. Because whether you're Alberta, Quebec, or anybody else in Canada, you don't know the first thing about it because you don't have them. And still to this day, it is not your number one priority. I want to be independent. We're going to do all these major things. But we have no how. We don't know how. We're not going to do any of the steps to get there. We're just going to pound on a drum and hope that what? The Made in Canada system's going to look after you? Grab a brain. Alberta Prosperity Project, like every other civil raping, pillaging, and plundering you. That was terrible amount of cutoff, and it's always, whenever I'm hitting it, nailing the truth, here comes the crown. And this is all Alberta and the Alberta government. I already know that. And I'm in Ontario. You should see how bad it is in Alberta for me now. So bad. Barely get a video out. Anyways, folks, that's my video choppy. It's truth, it's reality. You have lost the Security Council of the United Nations. You will never see nation status for any region currently in Canada. Never, ever. You lost it today. I don't know where everyone is. Oh yeah, you're distracted by, oh yeah, the budget got passed in majority. Oh, nail biter. Holy. No, we're going to be independent right now. A made in Canada reality and truth. But we won't get recognized by a country. Uh-oh. It's sad just how far gone all Canadians are from every walk of life, every region. It's